just ठीक है. Okay, so let's begin for today. So we started with pandas in the last class. So is anyone having any doubt so far in any of the topic? Who is this Delhi online training? Acha. Haji, is anyone having any kind of question or doubt before starting our where we left off last time? Is anyone having any confusion or questions? Everyone is good with pandas and rest of that basics numpy. किसी को कोई भी doubt नहीं है? Please at least reply so that I can, if nobody is having any doubt, then I can start with next topic. अगर कोई question है किसी का है तो I'll solve that first. Okay, what about others? Aditya, Tushar, Sanchit, you have responded. What about others? We have 14 people here. बाकी सबको कोई doubt नहीं है? Okay then. So in the last class we have completed replace functionality. So I'm just running the cell so that we are able to start from where we left. Just give me some time so that I'm having all the cells on the ready state. Just a few more minutes. Yeah, good to go now. So till the last class, we have completed our replace functionality. We did how to make our data frames and how to see a column and how to visualize multiple columns. Now let's say our data frame is big enough and I just want to visualize initial 5 or 10 rows. I think I have done it already, but just to tell again. So dot head is the command. Df is my data frame. Let me just print this out. So this is my data frame which we were working on last time. This is my df. And we just have 5 rows here. If it would have been many, then in order to visualize initial 5 rows, then we have to use the keyword dot head. By default, it will give the top 5 rows. If you specify the number, let's say just 3, then it will visualize or it will show you the top 3 rows for head. Similarly, we have tail, which will give you the last, by default, again, just like head, it will give you by default last 5 rows. Or if you specify the number, just like I did here, 3, then last 3 rows will be shown to you. Okay. So this is head and tail, very frequently used when you work with real data sets, so that you get to know what is in your data and what all columns and what data type you have. Okay, so this is in the form of data frame where I can see my values and where I can see my rows and columns. What if I just want only values? So values and what I'm referring to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and all these. I don't want any column name. I don't want any value or row name. Row name, neither column name. Then the command we'll use, that is dot values. What it will give you, everything in your data frame will be given. So what was my DF? It was from 0 to 19 because we have created using arange function. So when I'm saying DF dot values, this was my DF. You see, the very first value is 0 and the last value in my data frame is 19. So it will keep the dimension same. That is, if we are having 4 by 4, then it will keep 4 by 5 actually. If it will keep the dimensions, the dimensions are not changed. This is row 1, this is row 2 and row 3, and this is column 1, column 2. So dimensions are not changed. We'll have same number of rows and same number of columns, but you won't get any column name or any row name, just the values. And let's say if you want to flatten it out, that is, I just want, it as a one dimension. This is now 2D. Now if I want it out of it, if I want it as 1D, then what will I do? Like, what command will be written so that instead of this 2 dimension, I'm getting my output as a 1 dimension. I don't want these 5 rows, I don't want these 4 columns, I just want one array having values from 0 to 19, one dimensional. What will I use here, or what is to be used? My question is, see what all values we have, 0 से लेके 19, and it is a 2D array. You see, we have 2 brackets, moreover rows and columns, so it is a 2D array. So I want that my result should have one dimensional array having values from 0 to 19. I don't want in the form of rows and column. I just want one list of values. How will you do it?
Will use flatten function.
Yes. So if I use a flatten here and I just run it, see, all the values are being converted to a single array. And if I, let's say if I want to, I want out of this 4 rows or 5 columns, then how will I do it? It was initially 5 rows and 4 columns. Now I want vice versa, 4 rows and 5 columns. How it can be done? No, out of this array, dot transpose will work when I have not done flatten. Like, dot transpose will be working when, it will just make your rows, your columns, and columns will be rows. But in case this is the array, then how will you do it? Reverse? No, Nishkarsh, reverse is not the answer. From this, I want to create an array of 4 rows and 5 columns. No, Prateek, wrong. Hanji Gagan, reshape. So reshape 4 rows and 5 columns. You see, I've gotten 4 rows and 5 columns. Okay. So just 3 operations. Now df.values will give you the basic values of your data frame without any row name and without any column name. Okay, now we can do the indexing part as well. Just we do in list, the same thing can be done here. But in pandas, it is done a different way. So I'll tell it. So everybody has written, I think we have already done it in the last class. Shall I move on? Yeah, somebody wants to write these. Repeat, reshape. So what reshape does is, these are my values. My data frame was originally having 5 rows. This was row 0, row 1, actually first row, second row, third, fourth, and fifth, 5 rows. So I just said that I just don't want 5 rows, I want 4 rows and 5 columns. So Aditya Karoli came up with this answer, that is dot transpose will work in this one because it will make all of your rows as column and all the columns as rows. But if it was a flattened array, if it was a flattened array, that is this one, so isme dot transpose will not work, because dot transpose, what it will do is, it will make your rows as column and column as rows. Lekin we do not have anything here. Let's say if I do the transpose now, you see, it does not work this way. So I cannot, using transpose, I cannot reshape it. So in order to have 4 rows and 5 columns out of this, I need to do a reshape command. So reshape, what is the number of rows I want? That is 4, and the number of columns I want is 5. One mandatory thing is that 4 into 5 is 20, and I should have 20 elements into my this flattened list. And since we have 20, so 4 cross 5 will work. Okay. Now we have 4 rows and 5 columns. Okay, Kanishka. Any confusion now? Okay, now moving on. This is my data frame. Now, in order to see the indexing, as I've already told you that in order to visualize just a column, we can specify the column name. And this is just capital A. So this is my column name. Both ways, you can use either way to visualize your column, either this way or using a dot operator. And I think I have covered this part. So what are the shortcomings if we use dot operator? If we use this one, can anybody tell me what are the shortcomings? Like what all cannot be done in this one? Why is it preferred to use this way instead of this way? Can anyone tell me? I've already told it. Yes. 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 Nishkarsh right. Aditya is also right. Rakesh is also right. One more thing. One more. हाँ जी. One more. वो अभी तक किसी ने नहीं बताया है. Multiple columns cannot be given if there is a space. वो चीज भी cannot be, वो that also cannot be handled. One more. हाँ जी, anyone? That last one which is left out. So let's say if I'm using this, or let's say MEN or any, let's say I have an this is my predefined function. We did it in NumPy ABS. Let's say any name of my column is ABS, and if I give this name here ABS, so which is preferred way. If I use it this way, then the behavior of ABS might change, because when I use absolute, so it will be overwritten by this command. But if I use it this way, then the original function won't be changed, because dot say in Python we call functions are always called by using this dot operator. Okay, so it's always preferred to use this way. Okay, then so, and again, in order to visualize multiple columns, this is the way. That time I've changed. Yeah. Okay, same thing. Now, in order to have a new column, you can generate a new column. Maybe I think we have done it. So if a new column is there, we can generate a new column. Just let me just, or DF. See, when I'm adding this A and B, I'm able to generate a new column. Now, when you want to drop a column, I think we have done it. So, is there anyone who is still coding this one? हमने last class में कर लिया था. Okay then. So drop is for X's. Let's say we have generated this column new, and I want to drop it. So iske liye just have to specify df.drop and the column name which you want to drop. Also, along with that, you have to specify the axis, because new is a column here. So I'm saying new one. I want, because this is a column, so I have to specify that this is a column, and by that is done using this axis command. So when given x is equals to 1, this drop command will look into the column names, and wherever the condition is met, it will delete that entire column. Okay, so when I run this, so you see new is gone, but it is temporarily gone, because as I've told you, there is a concept of in place is equals to true. If we do not use that in place is equals to true, so this column will not be permanently deleted. If you want to make a permanent delete, so you have to specify in place is equals to true. Then this column gets permanently deleted. Then you can just print df again, and you won't find this column again. Here, now if you want to drop a row, you just have to specify by default. It will look whatever you given. It will look into rows, but just to tell that when given axis is equals to 0, it means we are searching for the value in rows. But when given axis is equals to 1, it means we are searching for the value in columns. Okay, so these are two axes, and you'll see them widely used. And you won't find this keyword axis. You at times you will see just a 0 written here and just a 1 written here. So it means it is referring to rows and columns. Wherever you find 1 and 0 and there is a df or data frame operation going on, then it means that particular one is either referring to a column, or there is a 0, then it is referring to number of rows. Yeah. So this is in order to drop a row. Again, in place is equals to true. I'm not done, so that I don't want to permanently delete this row ABC. Again, we have done. So again, this is the same thing, dropping rows. इनमें किसी को कोई confusion था lock ilock में? We did them as well. Is anyone having any confusion in lock commands as well? Like, what are these used for? Should I revise them as well or no? Shall I proceed? Okay. So this is my df, and okay, let me just print the df above. So this is the df. Now let's say I just want selected values. The very first row, what it says is, see, columns mein we were able to print the column by giving the column name, but there was no way to print, a row or a specific value. Let's say I just wanted to print 10. There was no such way. So iske liye we use lock command. Lock values will take in the names. So when I say df.lock, it means and by default, the very first value will be considered as row. See, isme I'm just given ABC. So very first thing, it will look into rows. Because by default वो रो पे जैसे हमारा axis को by default row लेता है, ऐसे ही by default it will look for this value in row. And since ABC is a row, so let me just comment this out. And when I print this, you see I've gotten my row ABC. So I was having values 8, 9, 10, 11, and 17, and this is what the output we have gotten. So when you say lock, and the difference I've written included ABC because it will accept names. It won't accept the index value. Ideally, what was the index value? Iski 0, 52 was at 1, and ABC was at 3. But see, we did not give the index value. We just have given the row name. So lock, whenever you use a dot lock, it means you are allowed to give names only. You cannot give index values. So this was just to give a complete row. Now, what if I don't want complete row? Along with that row, I want a specific value. So here I'm saying, okay, we are just printing more than 2 rows here. So this was for one row. Now, if you want multiple rows together, having all the columns, you see, by default, again, it will look these values. It will look for these values in rows. So either you can, just understand this way, or you can just put a comma and include column. So this will also give you the same result, that consider these 2 rows and then consider all columns. If you remove this, then also by default it will consider all the columns, or if you keep it this way, then also it will give you all the columns. So just for the understanding purpose, as you wish. So by this command, it will print these 2 rows having all the column values. So it gave me ABC and row number 75. Okay. Now this was for 2 rows. Similarly, we can do for columns as well. Now here I'm saying that, and again the very first thing is my row, and then separated by a comma, we have to give the column names. When you want to specify, a range will not be given into this list. If you want to specify specific rows, that this row and this row and that row, just names you want to specify, then they are to be given in the form of a list. But when you're specifying a range, let's say like from A to C, then you have to specify the range in this way. So here what I've given, that from this data frame, pick up these rows ABC and 75, and what columns? From column A to column C. Now what should I get? Now when I run this command, you see what I've gotten, row ABC, row 75, and what columns? From column A to C. I've gotten column A, I've gotten column B and C. If I just increase or D here, I've gotten D column as well. Now you see upper bound is included in this lock. D was upper bound, usually जो हमारा नहीं होता, but that is included. Now this was, you're specifying a range and selected row names here. So other way also you can work with is, these are different example, that this is the specific row which I want, then comma, and these are all the columns. See, there is no specific pattern here, just like हमने यहाँ क्या किया था, A से लेके D, that is all the columns between column A and D. Now we are not specifying any regular pattern, we are just randomly picking any column and then writing that name here. So and also the order which I'm writing here, I'll get the result in the same order. So very first time I've written column A, so the very first result will be for column A, then column D, and then column B. And with respect to these columns, I'll get my row 46. So when I run this command, you see this is my row 46 here. So uske saath column A was 12. Then after that, what was column D? Column D was 20. Yeah, column D was 15. When you just scroll, yes, column D was 15 and column B was 13. You see, we just have shuffled the values, shuffled the column names. There is no specific, A, B, C, D, no, nothing such. So you just can give random names. So your result will be as per the order you have given in your command. Also, you can just, these are like you have specified a range, that is this way. You have specified multiple specific column names. Other way is you can just pinpoint the value. That is, if I'm giving ABC, then what it will do is pick row number ABC, and then what I'm saying for column B. So what is ABC and column B? So ABC and column B is 9. You see, the row is ABC and the column is B. So when I run this command, this will give me my result as 9. Okay. Now the last one is here. When I'm saying column here, it means I'm referring to all rows. See, now when I just run this here, what it says, key error A, means A is not identified by the command. According to this command, A does not exist. That is why it has given key error. Because as I've already told you, by default, it will look for the value in rows. Agar if there would have been a value in row with this name, then it would have given me. Now if I just run ABC or 75, it will give me the result, the row 75. But if you want a column with all the rows, then you have to specify this way. That is, include all the rows, comma, and the column name you want. So now what it will do is, it will take all the row values into consideration and give only result for column A. So what is my column A? 0, 4, 8, 12, and 16. So you see, this is my result, 0, 4, 8, 12, and 16. So these are multiple ways where you can, use in a combination of rows and column names and get specific pinpointed result. So any confusion in dot lock? Okay, then moving on. So this is the drop command again. Then we have ilock. See, lock mein what was, it was specified for the names. That was column name or a row name, be it a numeric number or be it a text value. So that is only specific to lock. When you want to use ilock, see, both will do the same thing, but the way we give values is different. Lock may we just give names, it will cater names only. And ilock, so index, I stands for index location. So in this you cannot give names. You have to have the index value for that specific location which you want to print. Now this is my DF again here. If I want to print 9 here, then I need to know the index value of this row ABC and the column B. So the index value of ABC is 2. So 0 row, 1 row, second row. Similarly, the index value for B is 1, so I have to specify 2, 1. Then only it will give me 9. So ilock is index location and it will give you specific values based on the index you give. So here square brackets will be always there. So when I'm saying row number 3 and column number 3, which is my row number 3? This is my row number 3, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. D is my column number 3. So it will give me 15 as my result. That is 3, 3. So when I just comment this out, you see 15 is the result. Because this was my row third and my column number 3 is D. So 3, 3 comes out to be 15. Okay. Now similarly, just say we have defined multiple ways in log command, same thing can be done here. We can specify a range of index, that is include. Again, by default, it will look for the values in rows. Ye columns mein nahi jayega. It will look for the values in rows. You see now it has given me top 3 rows. So 0, 1 and second row. Okay. Now a combination here as well, that specific rows, that is row 0, the last row and the third row, along with column 0 and 1. You see, it gave me these. This was my first row, this is my last row, and as per the order I've given, the same way it is giving me. See, -1, last row was 75. You see, 75 is given here. So as per the order you specify, the same way you'll get your result. So these are my specified pinpointed rows and a range of column names. So this is my result for this one. Coming on to this, again, list of values for like specified name for rows and specified index location for columns. So row 0 and last row and initial column and the last column. So when I run this command, the very first row, which was A, and the last row, which was new, column. The very first row was 11 and the last row was 75. So last rows and last column, we have gotten the result because this way we have specified our indexes here. Again, the same thing. And if let's say you can just specify this value. So this will be again considered as a row. So it will give me row here. And again, if I'm giving dot values, just like we did in data frame, wherever you put dot values in data frame, it will just fetch the values. It will hide all the row names and column. The values, these values will be given as a result in form of an array. Okay, now this is my array. If I just want to perform an operation here, you see I'm able to perform an operation because the result of dot values, you see an array is written here. The result of dot values is an array. So you can perform operation, and if you want to do multiple things which are applicable on array, they can be done. So dot values can be used. Sorry. So iLog में किसी को कोई confusion है? Any doubts in iLog? Anji, what about others? Only Gagan and Sarab have responded. Okay, then moving on. Just a simple example which we have done above, log command, same thing. It will give you the sum of this column. When I'm saying df dot, see what this command will give is df dot sum. So column wise sum, column A ka sum, then column B ka sum, then C and D and new. So with respect to each column, the total sum. If you want to find an individual sum, then just specify the column name just like this one, or the best way to use this way, that is I want the sum of this column. So df and in square brackets the column name and dot sum, so it will give you that respective value. Okay, so you can use either, but this command is always available. Now moving on. Or you can do this way as well, that the very first column name, then just specify the index, that the column at 0 index or the last column, then it will give you the sum of the last column. That is हमने पूरे data frame को तो sum किया, but we have specified the range. Let's say 2 से लेके -1. So it will give me the sum of all the respective values. You can do this way as well. उसमें iter rows होता है प्रतीक. We'll be doing iter rows and then it might help you out. Okay, then moving on. Similar is the mean command, which we have already done. Standard deviation, median, we have done them, right? Or we haven't? I think we did. Same hai, just like in NumPy. If we are doing mean, then this command is giving me the mean value, and specifically you can just give in a column name, and for that, just sum mein kiya tha, that respective column name, and you get the mean of that column name. These are generally, so when you do the missing value treatment, then these commands are useful. Df.mean, we do not, we never take out for data treatment, we do not take mean of complete data frame, because individual column is unique. So for that, missing value has to be treated using the column mean or standard deviation value only. So if you want to find out the mean or sum of a value or standard deviation of a value, then you need to use this command. So specify the column name, or you can use this way. Okay, so same way mean है, standard deviation we can done this way as well, or df and specify the column name, that is new one. We have new one here, and not standard deviation. तो उस respective column की standard deviation आ जाएगी. हो गया रजत आपका? Shall I move on? Just give me a second, I'll show you. What is the sum of column C? Or let me do for new one then. Just this one. What is my data frame actually? This is my data frame. For this it is correct. वो दूसरा data frame था. We had new one on that one. Now let me run this command as well. Let me just sum these values. If you say 10 plus 17, 25, 33, it is 85. The last sum is 85. New ka 85 hi hai. It is giving correct values. It is giving this way, downwise. 3 plus 7 plus 11, then 15 plus 19. Okay. Now mean value using this command, mean can of a specific column can be checked. Okay. Similarly for standard deviation, these are all inbuilt commands. Dot mean hai, dot standard deviation hai, then median hai, median value. So once you're done, मुझे बता देना, so that I'll scroll down. Or have you already done it? You can take out the median for a specific column as well. That say for column C, I want the median value, so you can do it this way. See, every command will work on column as well and complete data frame as well. So this give me median for column C. Shall I move? हो गया सबका ये? Or you are still doing it? Okay then. Now coming to product. So just like in NumPy, how it was like, it is different in data frames. So if I'm saying df.prod, what it will do is, for a subsequent column, the values will be multiplied. For column A, we have a 0, so all values multiplied, and this came out to be 0. For column B, all values will be picked up and they will be multiplied, and this is the result for multiplication for column B. So in pandas, for data frame product, it will do column wise, and this data frame is different. Now the new one we have not created here. This was old data frame. Okay, so using .prod command, you are able to, this was my original df, and when I'm saying df.prod, it will multiply all the values like one by one, column wise, and then it will give you just one result. Is maybe you can just do the indexing part. Let's say value at index 0, then this will give you, the complete just one value only. So indexing can be done anywhere. ठीक है. Now similarly is come sum, जैसे product में dot prod में क्या क्या values are multiplied. Dot come sum में what it will do is it will add up all the subsequent values. It will add 0, like all the values for column A will be added up. All the values from column B will be added up. All the values from column C, D, and U will be added up, and then the sum will be given. So that comes out to be cumulative sum. ये हो गया था dot prod.
Hi everyone. Hi Sujata. Good evening. Alok this side.
Hello sir. Good evening sir.
Okay. So it's going in full throttle. Sujata, I think your throat is tired enough for today. You may please take a quick water break. Let me have a chit chat with this here for a while.
Okay. Okay sir.
That will do. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Over to you sir now.
Karan, you may please drop this part from recording. Karan, you here?
Okay. Okay, so we did product, and this was cumulative sum, where the values one by one, subsequent values are added to the next value. So 0 is added to 4, then to 8, and that sum is added to 12, and then further 16. That's why you've gotten 4 here. Then 4 plus 8 came out to be 12, and this 12 plus 12 came out to be 24, and then 24 plus 16 came out to be this 40. So values are added going down the row, sorry, column. Similarly for column B and column C, column D. So हर column के लिए in pandas, column by sum is given. हमारा numpy में it was working this way, like we did it. So it is something different when it done in pandas. So shall I scroll down? Yeah, anyone of you is left out जिसको ये करना है. Okay then. So this was, and also what you can do is just like we did in the last class, we can do we do the come product, and we can give and create a new column for that product, and that column will be created in our data frame. So this was all the basic or some sort of inbuilt functions, and using getting the result using them. So what if now we want to when we want to do the conditional selection? So let's say this is my data frame here, and I want all the values. Let's say just this is my condition, that where df is greater than 10, give me those values of those places. So just let me run my df again, because my df is changed. So when given df is equals to 10, which all places the condition satisfied. So after this 11 and all these values, the condition is true. So when I've just given this condition that df greater than 10, you see at these places I'm having true, and all of the rest places are false, because at that place condition is not true. Now this is like, and also you can Just give me a second. No. Okay. So now this was just true and false. Now if you want the values, because you know if the data frame is huge enough, you got that, then just getting to true and false is not an easy task. So I just want the filtered data frame out of that. So for this you have to write df, the name of data frame which holds a value, and then in square brackets you need to write the condition. So you see now what it has given me. Now just running it again. This has given me all the values where the condition was true, and rest other places we have enhanced. So this is a missing value. Now you know we can drop missing values. We'll see how we can drop missing values. But just when you just want to filter out, or you know you can create another data frame out of it. Let's say I just want to create df3 out of this, and equal to, when I print my df3, this is my new data frame. So you can, you know, you can create new data frames out of it, or given just a simple condition, or you can apply more conditions as well. So this was a simple example. So anyone is having any confusion in this one? How did we get the values? Quite simple enough, but still anyone is having any confusion? Okay then. Now this was for complete data frame, that for this data frame I want, like wherever the condition is satisfied, give me those data frame values. Now if you just want to choose for a particular column, now I have said that in data frame column A where the value is more than 10, just give me those values. You see, if I just remove this one, or give me a second, let me just print, if I just print this one, I'll get a true false. So I know that at row number 46 and row number 75, the condition is true, that is the values are more than 10. But I don't want a true false here. I just want the actual values. So us case mein again you have to do the same thing, that is df and then square brackets df and column A, and where the values are more than 10. Actually it is giving me all the values, all the columns. This way you can change it. So this way, or then I even don't need to do this. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so if I do it this way, that in the complete data frame where the value is more than 10, then give me column A for that. Or just simple for column, you can do a segregation here as well. And then the values, you'll get the values for this one. Just the values for column A. Okay. So, or you can do it this way as well, that where column A was more than 10, and for that you want column D. Like if we just run this command here, like if I just run this, see I'm getting all the values, that is where this condition satisfied, that is df and square brackets column name, and which is greater than 10. And now I want just simple column A, so I'll get the value 12 and 16. But with, like, given this condition A, I want another column. So isme you can specify another column name as well, that where this condition was true, and with respect to this condition, give me the column D. So when you run this, you get this result. That is 25, that is 15 and 19. That is the column D जो आपने यहाँ specify किया है. So you can do such things as well. Or let me just column A and column D. Let me just try. You can go for multiple columns as well. ठीक है?
सुजाता,
हाँ जी दिशा.
तो आपने DF-A क्यों लिखा? I'm quite confused. DF-A लिखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है when they are showing all the columns A, B, C जो 10 से ज़्यादा है.
You can do it this way. You can do it this way as well. But इसमें, you know, it's not giving the proper data frame representation. It is, just give me a second. Let me remove this as well. Yeah, but उसमें you see when you don't want NaN values, तो उसमें it was just picking those कि जहाँ पे condition true थी. You can use it. हम लोग में इसमें भी you can use this way. There is no harm in this as well.
हाँ बट अगर हमें सिर्फ वैल्यू नहीं चाहिए तो हमें ए स्पेसिफिकली फर्स्ट कॉलम का ही नाम लिखना पड़ेगा.
And then you have to specify the column. If you just want specific values, then you have to specify the column. Like for column D, आपको values greater than 10 चाहिए, and with respect to that column, you want column A. आपको specify करना पड़ेगा फिर. ठीक है. Now this is the same command again. Are you done with the coding part? Shall I scroll down? Hanji, are you done with the coding part? Square bracket, double square brackets दिशा, आपने single square bracket लिखा है. When you want to include multiple columns, then you have to use double square brackets. What about others? Have you done? Okay, so now this was for a specific column. Now you can, check for multiple condition as well with multiple columns. Now what is given here, that for column A, I want to have a data that in data frame with column name as A, the value should be more than 10, and so we had done and our operators. So when given and condition, both the conditions should be satisfied. This should be true, this should be true. So I want the data where the column value is, for the column A, the value is more than 10, and the column value for C is more than 15. So only this is the place where my value of A is more than 10, and along with that, the value of column C is more than 15. I've just given more than, so only this condition satisfied. So we have gotten this result. If the condition will not satisfy, you will get an empty data frame. But you can include multiple conditions here as well, and then you get the result. If you specify a or here, or will be used, or can be used by using this pipe sign. So when you do a pipe sign here, you can use or by using this pipe sign. So you can check for multiple conditions. Okay. Simple commands hai. These are my conditions. Condition A, this is my condition A, condition B, and you can use and or operator, and it will give you results as per that. And ye square bracket isliye likha additional outside one just to get the values, because if you do not specify this, you get true and false only. In order to have values, you have to specify this format. Any confusion? किसी का कोई error? Yeah, I've run that command. Yeah. Please send DF. Okay, let me. I have to scroll up. 1 second, let me also search for it. pod where I've defined. Yeah. I've gotten Aditya. So this was for and or condition. Any confusion so far, like in any of where the condition, any of the conditions satisfies, so मेरा result आ जाएगा. Have you done this command as well? And let's say, okay, moving on then. Now this was just simple operations which we can perform on data frame. Now coming on to the index part. See, by default, what is our index? Yeah. So by default, what was our index here? Actually, I need to just show you data frame here. So this is our data frame. The index was 1152 at this and so. This was our index. Now let's say I want to reset my index to 0, 1, 2, the by default one. I want to I don't want this index. So uske liye the command is dot reset index, and you just have to leave in if you just leave in the empty open close brackets empty, then in this case एक second, give me guys. So in this case your the current index will be your एक second guys, एक second. Okay, so if you do this reset index, तो जो इसमें if you leave this open close bracket blank, तो जो आपका existing index है will be your column. Just like when I've run this command, see this was our existing index 1152, and this has came up to be our column. But if I don't want this as my column, so in that case, and again मैंने इसको permanent save नहीं किया है, so when I print my df here, you see my index is not changed. So in order to make a change permanent, then you have to include in place is equals to true. Now let's say this is the existing index, which was this one 1152 and ABC, now has came up to my column with this index name. I don't want this index to happen in my data frame. So uske liye you have to specify drop is equals to true. So by this command, you see the which was my existing index 1152 and ABC is no longer they are in my data frame. If you do not specify, then your index will become your column, the very first column. And if you specify drop is equals to true, then this command will avoid your index to become your column in your data. So okay, so and again this is not permanent because I'm not done in place. When I do df, again I'm having the same index here. Okay, so if you want to make changes, then you have to specify in place is equals to true. Clear? Any confusion? Is anyone having any doubt? Shall I scroll, or are you done? Or if still doing, then please tell. Let me just. Okay. Now moving on. This was the reset index command. It can be, it's all applicable to all data frames. Now this was like we have defined our, we wanted the by default index. Now let's say I want my column D to be my index. So in that case, just for an example, let's say I want to insert a column. So simple example, I didn't want it to type. So मैंने क्या किया? I have defined the values combination. Then I'm doing the split command. So split क्या करेगा? It will split on the basis of spaces, and I'm storing into this. And then this is my column created. You see when I just print my df here, this is my column. Actually, I've run this command is wajah se this is already my index here. So when I run this command here, you see by this command we have gotten the data, and then I've created a new column by using this data A, B, C, D, and you see we have gotten this new column. Now let's say I want to make this 2char as my index. So uske liye the command is dot set index and the name of column which you want to create as in your index. Now when I run this command, you see df is my index now. But again, when I print it, df is, because I'm not done in place is equals to true. So when you want to make change permanent, to in place true kar dena, otherwise you'll see how the results will look like. And original data frame you still have 2 char as your column. Okay. So we did reset index, that is resetting our index to by default, and the index will become your column. If you do not specify drop is equals to true, or if you do not want default index, then you can, you can choose any column and make that column as your index using this dot set underscore index command, and in brackets write the column name. Clear? Simple सी commands हैं, straightforward. Any confusion, anyone? You can use another column as well. You can use, okay, here. So what was here, like this is my df. Let me just print you the df now. Actually हमारा df में 2 char is also added. So this was my df, and what was our index here? 11, 52, abc, 46 and 75. Okay, now I don't want this index, I want default index, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So उसके लिए the command is this reset index. Now you see the original index 11, 52, abc, 46 and 75. It has came out to be a column in my data. And I don't want, let's say अगर जैसे तो मेरी 0, 1, 2, 3 ABC है, but if the column, if the index was these values, and at point you don't want कि your index should become a column, you don't want this column to happen in your data. तो उसके लिए, in order to avoid this thing, you have to specify drop is equals to true. When you specify drop is equals to true, what it will do is, you see जो हमारा पहले column बन गया था, let me just copy paste this command and show the difference. So in both the commands, I'm resetting the index. Here I'm specifying drop is equals to true, so I do not have this column. I just have the original data columns A se leke 2 char, which we just created. And if I do not specify drop is equals to true, you see which was our original index is now a column of our data frame. So in order to avoid the index becoming a column in your data frame, you have to specify drop is equals to true within your data frame. So by this command, your index will not become your column. ठीक है रजत? Rajat, clear हुआ या still confusion? Okay. So this was reset index. Then we just did set index. That is, you can specify a specific column. I've chosen 2 char as my column for which I want to make it as an index. So dot set index command will help you out to, to create your custom index. So it can be applied on numerical. It's not mandatory कि text ही चलेगा. You can just apply it on this as well. So yes, I want column C as my index. Now column C is my index. So it can be applied on both integer and text data. So there is no such limitation. Now C is not a column. C is my index here. So any confusion? What did you do? Isme I just created this data. See, either I would have see many I've just used a function here. Either I would have created a list of these values separated by a comma, ऐसे करके, this way, or and then this way. Either I would have used this way. लेकिन मैंने क्या किया? I've defined these values all together in form of string separated by a space. तो dot split क्या करता है? It will segregate your data on the basis, because I'm not defined any separator here. So it will segregate your data on the basis of space. So space मेरा हर word, like after these 2 characters we have a space. You see, then this is my list. I've gotten a list and having the same length as of my data frame. So I've created a new column. So it was stored into this new wind. And now I've created a new column using this. But C remove, no, it cannot happen, Rajat. This is the way it is defined. Either you make a copy of a column C, that is what you can do is just make a copy of column C1. If you don't want that column, sorry. And then you see now you have C1. The same data is still there, but you cannot do this thing कि आपका C index भी रहे and still exist in your column, still exist as a column. No, that won't happen. Any further confusion, anyone? Have you done the coding part? What about others? बाकी सबको clear है? Any confusion or any error which you are facing? Rank say like you want column D to come first, then column B, and then column A. This way, Rajat.
Hi ma'am. Yes ma'am. तो जैसे C1 B से पहले आ जाए कॉलम में, so rank change कर सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, you can do it this way. VF is equals to, then you just have to shuffle, you have to specify the order. So let's say initial may you want A, then you want C1, then B. You just have to specify this way. There is no two caps.
And इसको परमानेंट करने के लिए इसमें जैसे इन प्लेस करके वो तो आएगा नहीं ऑप्शन.
This change is permanent. If let me see here. Yeah.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Are you done with the coding part? Shall I scroll down? Okay, then moving on.
सुजाता,
हाँ जी दिशा.
अच्छा ये जो हम लोग ने एक और लाइन A C1 ये किया है, इसमें 2 बार हम लोग ने ब्रैकेट क्यों लिया है? मेरे को कंफ्यूजन है 2 डायमेंशन के कारण.
समझ नहीं आया मुझे, आपने क्या कहा, फिर से बताना.
अच्छा जैसे हम लोग ने अभी आपने एक नया कॉलम बनाया ना AF, वो इंडेक्सिंग को आपने रीनेम किया राइट, वन और ये वाला नीचे.
इंडेक्सिंग को रीनेम कहाँ किया?
नहीं वो नीचे में जो अभी आप जो समझा रहे थे
कॉलम नेम्स को रीशफल. यस.
हाँ तो मेरे को कंफ्यूजन थी इसमें डबल ब्रैकेट क्यों करेंगे. मेरे को कंफ्यूजन थी कब डबल ब्रैकेट करेंगे, कब सिंगल ब्रैकेट में काम करना है.
See, when you want to write a single column name, तो उस केस में see if I give this, so single bracket कब होते हैं? जब आपको सिर्फ एक कॉलम का नाम लिखना है. When you want to write more than one column name, then you will have to always include double square brackets. Single square bracket won't accept. See, multiple values के लिए be it 2, 3, 4 और n numbers, आप हमेशा उनको double square bracket में लिखेंगे. And if only one column name is to be considered, then single bracket is enough.
ठीक है. in any cases in Python right, वो pandas.
We'll be working in pandas, then we'll be working on data frame, तो वो ऐसे ही काम करेंगे. Like you, if when you want to write multiple column names, then you have to write them in double square brackets. That this is one list complete here. जैसे आदित्य बोल रहे हैं, yes, entering them in form of list and then giving into data frame.
Okay, ठीक है. Thank you.
ठीक है. हाँ जी आदित्य, whenever you assign something to a new variable, the change is permanent. मैंने इसको overwrite किया है. See, I've overwritten here. That is why. Now my df will be of the same order.
अगर हमें रोज को भी इसी वे में चेंज करना हो इंडेक्स वाइज, तो सेम वे में हम लिखेंगे या उसके लिए अलग है? उसके लिए आई लॉग समथिंग कुछ यूज करना पड़ेगा?
No, उसके लिए नहीं है. It's just for the column names.
अच्छा, रो में नहीं कर सकते ना?
You can specify x is 0. I'm not. Ideally हमें जरूरत नहीं पड़ती रो को ट्रांसफॉर्म करने की, but just let me try. Ideally, we never do it, but just let me give a try by specifying the but होगा नहीं, because by using square brackets we specify column names. Just Give me a second. No, it will look for columns. Yeah, it will look for columns. This is the way.
तो यानी कोई भी वे नहीं है अगर हमें चेंज करना हो डेटा में कुछ शफल करना हो.
See, ideal data frame में you have so much of data, you have thousands of lakhs of rows. तो आप उनको कैसे, वो तो वैसे भी हम ideal scenario में कभी करते नहीं है. And we never work with such small data कि हम we know what should come first. Columns में हम करते हैं because columns are limited 13, 14, 20, 25, 5, 6. वो कर सकते हैं, but you know data is so lengthy, thousands and lakhs of rows. उसमें you cannot even do that thing.
बट स्टिल मैम जैसे हमारे पास लिमिटेड रोज हो उसमें हमें कोई बोले कि हमें रैंक 1 पे या रैंक 2 पे रखना है तो हम शफल करके मतलब कैसे करेंगे उसको ऊपर रख के बाकी कॉलम्स को नीचे करके रोज पे सॉरी.
No, it's not done. It's only applicable for this columns.
No, I think rank wise रखना है तो we can sort it and in an ascending order.
Column wise, index wise sort कैसे करोगे?
अगर सपोज किसी कॉलम को
You
अगर
have
चेंज करना है तो
क्या आदित्य?
किसी कॉलम को चेंज करना है तो हम सॉर्ट करके भी अगर असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में चाहिए जैसे रजत
वो आप कॉलम वाइज सॉर्ट कर सकते हो. कॉलम वाइज सॉर्टिंग कैन बी डन, बट उसे ये नहीं है ना कि आपका इंडेक्स शफल. लेट्स से जैसे अब ये सॉर्टेड है, अगर आई वांट 75 फर्स्ट, देन आई वांट एबीसी, देन आई वांट 11, तो उसमें तो सॉर्टिंग भी काम नहीं करेगी. Because you know it's पहले 16 आएगा, then I'm asking for 0, then I'm asking for 8. Sorting can be applied on a column, that will work. उससे you know get an ordered column, but index change नहीं. Index will change as per the sorted values of your column.
सो pandas हर चीज में कॉलम्स को प्रेफरेंस देता है राइट सबसे पहले बाय डिफॉल्ट.
Yes, मतलब आपको रोज को रेफर करना है, then you can use log ilog. बट से एक सिनेरियोज भी होते हैं ना, बिकॉज जो चीज नहीं होती. बट या इफ यू वांट टू एक्सेस रोज, देन यू कैन यूज log and ilog.
ओके थैंक यू.
Just give me a second, let me just, you can do sort index, but again it won't give it won't give you customary values. आप sort index भी लगा दोगे, or you can sort by a column, but you know again it won't allow you to कि just specify कि randomly, जैसे अभी हमने इसमें किया था कि पहले I want C, then I want C1. That thing cannot be done. See, both the sort index will work, sort values for a column will work, but when I run this, but that custom thing, जैसे हमने यहाँ किया ना, that I want first C1, then in the end I want 2 cal, वो चीज cannot be done. Sorting में आपका आ जाएगा, but you know the customary thing कि उसी order में, that is not possible. Sorting is done. Or you can sort by this column name and then उसके respective में, ideally हमारा data frame sorted ही है, then you can get the values. Okay.
मैम बेसिकली हम जैसे रजत ने जो पूछा है हम इंडेक्स को कॉलम बना के सॉर्ट करके फिर रीसेट इंडेक्स करते हैं.
हाँ, वैसे कर सकते हो. लाइक बाय डिफॉल्ट कुछ नहीं है. यू कैन मेक दैट रीसेट इंडेक्स एंड देन यू कैन डू इट, बट उसमें भी वही ना सॉर्टिंग है, कस्टम वाली चीज नहीं आ रही.
बट ये वे भी सही है ट्रांसपोज करके उसको चेंज करके दोबारा रोज बना दो. ये भी
yes,
सही है.
you can do it. See, वही ना दैट वो बाय डिफॉल्ट नहीं है कुछ स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. वो आपने ट्रांसपोज किया एंड देन यू हैव रीअरेंज द कॉलम्स एंड देन डन इट. बाय स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड नहीं है, आप तोड़ मोड़ के यू कैन डू द थिंग्स.
ओके मैम.
So this was sort values भी है. If you want to sort by a column, just by the column name. Sending by default is true. If you say that's false, so it will be in decreasing order. So this is just sort function. नो प्रतीक, वो नहीं करते बिकॉज हम कॉलम्स पे, बिकॉज इंडेक्स डेटा बहुत इज वेरी लेंदी, तो सॉर्टिंग वैल्यूज पे होती है, इंडेक्स पे सॉर्टिंग डेटा पांडास में तो बाय डिफॉल्ट इंडेक्स हमेशा इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में आता है 0 1 2 3 हमेशा, most of the time values like column wise values are only sorted. It's not कि हम index में, we do it by column wise. Are you done with the coding part? Shall we move on? Okay then. So now I've reset my index. I've set my index for 2char and I've done it in place is equals to true. So this is my index now. This is what I've done is, without using, see, we generally use iloc, so I won't suggest कि आप ऐसा you use this way, but loc iloc is much more preferred. एक second, the df is, I did not run this command, that's why my df is not changed. So let me just run it here, and now index is reset. Okay.
मैम मेरा इंडेक्स रीसेट नहीं हो रहा है, जो मैंने नया कॉलम बनाया है उसकी वैल्यू मैं इंडेक्स में डाल रहा हूँ, तो इंडेक्स वही दिखा रहा है, ओल्ड वाला जो मेरा था।
In place is equals to true कीजिए ना। See, do this way. In place is equals to true. After that, write in place is equals to true. This will make your change permanent. If you do not write this, तो वो change permanent नहीं होगा।
नहीं मैम, वो चेंज हो ही नहीं रहा, मैं परमानेंट नहीं चाहता हूँ, मैं खाली टेम्परेरी चाहता हूँ, तो चेंज हो ही नहीं रहा है, सेम पुराना वाला दिखा रहा है।
एरर आ रहा है क्या?
एरर नहीं आ रहा है, एरर तो नहीं आ रहा है, डेटा फ्रेम आ रहा है लेकिन वो चेंज नहीं हो रहा है।
मुझे अपनी कमांड भेजना एक बार।
मैं फोन यूज कर रहा हूँ तो कमांड तो भेज नहीं पाऊंगा ऐसे। ठीक है मैम, आगे करो, मैं करता हूँ अपने आप, देखता हूँ, नहीं होता फिर बताता हूँ आपको।
दिस इज द कमांड कनिष्का फॉर रीसेट इंडेक्स। ये देख लो निष्कर्ष डॉट रीसेट इंडेक्स। ठीक है Kanishka, you wanted the code for reset index or for what? Okay. Okay. Okay, then moving on. Anishkash, can you please turn off your mic? Okay, then. It won't run, I think. Can you please send in me that df command? I need, because my data frame is changed now. Yeah. A second. I'm just looking in the chat window. Yes, I've gotten it. See, Jupyter की थोड़ी shortcoming है that if something is changed, you need to go to that cell and then overwrite it. You see, this is, when you want to extend, when you want to extend values, when you want to add multiple values to an existing data frame row wise, column में तो we saw कि we just say equal to and the list of values and then a column is created. But again, इसमें हमारे column ही create हुए हैं, but we are saying another data frame, we are doing append part. So इसमें I've created a data frame where this is my row first, this is my row second, and with respect to that these values, my columns names are A and B. सो डॉट अपेंड में क्या हुआ है, जस्ट लाइक इन लिस्ट, इसमें डेटा फ्रेम में अपेंड ऑपरेशन होता है, वी जनरली डू नॉट यूज इट. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम निष्कर्ष, कोई बात नहीं. So A comma B, so these are my column names, and what it will do is it will in the end, it will look for the columns A, B, and then it will insert those columns, and last में it will give new values, and rest because uske matching में we do not have anything here, so that's why we've got a nan values. Ideally we do not use append that much, we हम generally concat या merge ही करते हैं, we do not use append, but just if you want just good to know functionality की append होता है, you can perform an append operation as well. You can ignore the index as well. That is abhi see we have gotten a custom index ki pehle jo meri values thi, like I was getting the index for original data frame, and then I'm getting the index for this new df2. But if I say ignore index is equals to true, see the entire index is resetted now. There is no, and when I run this command, see n number of time I run this command, n number of times the values are inserted, they are added at the end of my data frame, appended, sorry. So this way you can add multiple values, but as I told you, we do not generally use append command, hum merge or concat kar lete hain. So I need to rerun this command now. Okay, now the index is renamed, like 0 to 6 jo already existing tha, it's no longer that, and this change is permanent. If I do this df, because humne kya kiya hai, we have overwritten the existing data frame. Now when I run my df, you see it's still the same. So dot append, like append operation, is there in data frames as well. If I have an existing column just like this, jisme already already do column hai, A and B, like this which I've done earlier, that is column, this was column A 1 and 3, and column B first 2 and 4, and I want to append df2 onto this df. So us case mein, see append is another functionality of data frame where you can insert values of another data frame to an existing data frame. So append kya kare, append like it adds value or it inserts the value in the end of existing data frame. Jaise this is my df, this is my row 1 and 2, and this is my row 2 having column A and B. So initially these two rows belongs to column this data frame, this one, and my df2 has the value 5 and 6, and dusri row mein hai 7 and 8. Again the column name is same. So what it will do is it in the end it will always add the values. So मैंने क्या किया है, df dot append and df2. So just let me एक बार ignore this. So this is my df. You see this is my df and this is my df2. हमने क्या किया था, df dot append df2. So I'm asking df. So I'm asking कि मैं df2 को df के end में append कर दूं. So that is why df2 has come up in the end and df is in the beginning. And again you can see by indexes as well that 0 and 1, and here 0 and 1. If like जैसे मैंने पहले example दिखाया था, उसमें there were no columns having name A and B and no such indexes. तो उस वजह से we have gotten, in this we have an existing column with column name as A and column name as B. तो उसके नीचे ही ये append हो गया. And when I do that, drop is equals to true. This thing ignore index is equals to true. Now what it will do is हमारा index क्या है, 0 1 0 1. When I just say ignore index, then by default it will create a new index for all the values. Now you see what all the values are, 0 1 2 3 4. Give me a second guys. If the column names, जैसे let me now change the data frame. If the column names are different, जैसे इसमें column names were same, now let me just comment this out and rerunning this command. So df So what was the initial column names in my data frame A, B, C, D, and new data frame DF2 में क्या columns है? Small a and small b. Now you see we have gotten NaN values because these columns belongs to DF, and this is my DF2 having column name A and B. Moreover, मेरी values क्या थी इसमें? Having zero index and index 1. और मेरे by default indexes, again I have to remove this. Let me run it now. Okay, so by default मेरे indexes क्या थे? What did happen? एक second guys, just I have to rerun. This is rerun the command again and again. Okay. So the original indexes for data frame were 11, 52, ABC, like these were original indexes, right? So column names are different, indexes are different. इसके column name क्या है? A और B, इसके index क्या होंगे? 0, 1. So there was no match. See 0 and 1. There were no matching rows. There were no matching columns. So that is why new separate columns are created, new separate rows are created, and these are the respective values of DF2. इसके साथ, you know, DF2 does not have anything with these rows. It does not have anything with these columns. So that is why we have gotten a NaN value. Lekin if we would have specified our own DF just like we did here, that is with column A and B, and these are my respective values. And when I club them together, then you see the values are in just appended below that existing data frame. Ab mera, I need to erase it first. So this is
columns की जगह rows, columns की जगह
हाँ
rows भी होता है कुछ?
Index होता
अगर
है.
हम row, अगर okay, index wise.
There is there is an option for index.
Okay, then उसके through हम row wise attach कर सकते हैं, right? Index को.
हाँ जी, मैं let me just show you the index.
मैम ये जो कॉलम आपने मर्ज किया है, इसमें इंडेक्सिंग जो की है होनी चाहिए 1 2 3 4 होनी चाहिए थी. 0 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3.
इसमें हम जो मैंने किया था ना लास्ट टाइम, रीसेट इंडेक्स इज इक्वल्स इग्नोर इंडेक्स इज इक्वल्स टू ट्रू. तो व्हेन वी डू दैट थिंग, तो देन माय इंडेक्स विल बी रीसेटेड. देन 0 1 2 3 4 आ जाएगा.
ओके.
Because I think DF2 एक अलग से मैट्रिक्स बनाएगा, so append करेंगे तो वो उसी के इंडेक्स उठा लेगा, right?
Just एक second, give me a second guys. Let me just do this. Ignore index is equals to true. Then you know the values will be
मैम ये सीट बूट नहीं कर रही है, जो आप कर रहे हो वो दिख नहीं रहा.
okay. Let me run this command data frame again. So this is my data frame. When I run it, now you see the index are continuous values 0 से लेके 6. If I would have not done this ignore index, then you know the index would have been 0 1, और जो data frame DF के जो indexes थे 11, वो they would have been the same here. But now the indexes are continuous values because of this command. Ignore index is equals to true. इससे all the values are clubbed together. ठीक है. हाँ जी आदित्य, some kind of join, but no, it is different from that as well. Join से different है ये, because see इसमें much of functionality available नहीं है. It will just append the values in the end. मतलब जैसे लिस्ट में था ना, लाइक लिस्ट में तो न्यू लिस्ट कैन बी क्रिएटेड. इसमें इफ यू वांट टू ऐड वैल्यूज, ठीक है निष्कर्ष, इसमें यू आर जस्ट अपेंडिंग वैल्यूज इन द एंड ऑफ अ डेटा फ्रेम. जॉइन कैन बी परफॉर्म्ड ऑन रोज एंड कॉलम्स. आई थिंक कॉन्कैटिनेशन तो हो जाता है, जॉइन सिमिलर.
मैम थोड़ा सा ऊपर करेंगे.
हाँ जी
मैम थोड़ा सा स्क्रीन ऊपर गई है, ऊपर वाला छूट गया था मेरा थोड़ा सा.
मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा निष्कर्ष आप क्या कह रहे हैं.
मैम ऊपर वाला छूट गया था, थोड़ा सा स्क्रीन थोड़ा सा ऊपर कर दो आप.
ओके ओके. ये तो पहले वाला कोड है, वो डेटा फ्रेम दोबारा करने के लिए, बिकॉज आई हैव चेंज्ड द डेटा फ्रेम बाय मिस्टेक, दैट्स व्हाई. हो गया निष्कर्ष आपका? रेस्ट ऑफ यू हैव यू डन? ओके देन, निष्कर्ष हो गया आपका भी? What about others? Only Sarab and Disha have responded, Nishkarsh. What about others? Have you done? Okay then. So moving on. हो गया निष्कर्ष आपका? Shall I scroll down? Yeah, it is making changes. See, this is my DF. What are my indexes here? 11, 52, ABC, 46, and 75. And if I remove this, ignore index is equals to true. If I remove it, what are my indexes here? 11, 52, 46, 75, and the new data frame key index kya hai? 0, 1. And if I give this command here, this way, I'm having continuous index from 0 till 8 because I've run it 2 times, so it has got till 8. Indexes are changed. Okay, Prateek. आपके में नहीं हो रहा change. Okay then. Missing data. Let me just. This is our DF, and we already have NaN values here. Okay, so we do not need to define this one now. Yeah, Aditya, this what we see, basic चीजें याद होनी चाहिए. हर चीज, हर चीज cannot be remembered. So in that case, you can always Google. But जैसे basic operations पता होने चाहिए. It's good for knowledge. See, code करने में problem नहीं है. अगर नहीं याद आ रहा, तो you can just Google and get the code. But what if you are sitting in front of an interviewer? उस time तो आना चाहिए ना? Because उस time पे if you are doing a code by using Google, then anybody can do it. तो उस टाइम पे you should have hands on and you should have learned all these syntaxes. आपको पता होना चाहिए. इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे बाद में you can just Google everything and then get the result, but उससे आपकी कोडिंग कमजोर होती है. अगर कुछ नहीं आता, then there is no harm in Google. Just Google things and get the result, but try remembering. It makes your coding good. Now, in order to drop values, let's say this is my data frame, and how do we drop NaN values? So uske liye we have the by default function as drop NA. So what it will do is it will pick all the NaN values and it will drop them. So when I'm saying df.drop NA, see where we have NaN values. Ideally, mera pura data frame mein NaN hai. So we just run this command. You see the complete data frame is empty. Wherever the NaN value was there in my row, it got deleted. So let me just define this data frame so that all values are not deleted. So in this data frame, let me just send you out in the chat window. हाँ जी, send कर दिया Disha. So this is my data frame where in column A last is missing value, in column B we have 2 missing values. Now I want to drop like all the NaN values where we have in my data frame. So df.drop NA, what it will, when I run this command, see this row number 2 had NaN values, they are dropped. Row number 1 had NaN values, they are dropped. And you see we do not have any NaN values in row number 0. So we got the row number as 0. This is by default rows पे ही check करेगा. If you want to check column wise, then you can specify X's. So now what it will do is, it will check for NaN values column wise. When I say X is equals to 1, it will check for NaN values in column. If any column has a NaN value, it will drop that column. Ideally, हम ये नहीं use करते because we have limited columns at times. Data, we have n number of 1,000 lakhs of rows. We can go with dropping rows, but we do not go with dropping columns. तो हम NA के case में we never drop columns, but just to tell that it can be done on columns as well. When you specify X is equals to 1, it will look for all the columns, and wherever we have a NaN value, it will drop that column. Now, if I run this, you see I've gotten only C here. If non value is not present, it will give original. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, replace हम कर सकते हैं. I'm just telling the command when you want to drop. Pratik. निष्कर्ष मुझे समझ में आया. We are saying if non value is present, it will give original DF. मतलब
मैम अगर नॉन वैल्यू अगर प्रेजेंट नहीं है तो ओरिजिनल डेटा फ्रेम देगा मुझे, अगर नहीं है प्रेजेंट तो.
नॉन वैल्यू से मतलब क्या है आपका?
मैम
नॉन वैल्यू मींस नैन.
नॉन वैल्यू.
अच्छा, ओ सॉरी, इफ यू आर सेइंग देयर इज नो NaN वैल्यू, हाँ तो इफ देयर इज नो NaN वैल्यू तो वो ड्रॉप क्या करेगा? कुछ भी नहीं. यू विल हैव द कंप्लीट डेटा फ्रेम. NaN वैल्यू होंगे नहीं तो ड्रॉप भी कुछ नहीं करेगा.
ओके मैम.
ठीक है. Aditya, you're saying what % of data should be missing if a column in a column for us to drop it? You know, if 40% of the data is missing, then we drop that column. So if rows में हम कर सकते हैं, but if because in that we cannot do the missing value treatment as well, so we generally drop that column which has more than 40% of the data is missing. Okay, are you done with this code? Okay, then moving on. So you can specify a threshold as well, and this is again I'm doing for rows. I'm not specified any axis, so by default ये row wise ही लेगा. So you can specify a threshold as well, that the number of NaN values in a row you want to be dropped. If the threshold, if you specify threshold as 2, so जिस भी row में 2 या 2 से ज़्यादा आपकी NaN values हैं, that row will be deleted. See, when I run this command here, you see we have a NaN value in B as well. Since the threshold was 2, so this NaN was not deleted. By default, if I do not specify any threshold, so all wherever we have even a single NaN value, that will be deleted, but you can specify a threshold. Just say you can control the number of values to NaN values to be deleted. Okay, so just a thresh command and an integer value. Now this was for dropping. Now let's say replace can be done, but so for NaN values there is another function which is defined, that is fill NA. What you can do is you can fill a value with another value, or you can fill a value with a string. Just say I've defined here dot fill NA, df dot fill NA, and or you can just write simply value is equals to anything, or you can just write anything here. When I run this command, you see where was my NaN value? Now anything is given here. So you can fill in text data, you can fill in numerical values, you can do different kind of data treatments. So this is only applicable to NaN values. जैसे drop NA था, only applicable to NaN values. NA is applicable, like NA refers NaN. So drop NA only applicable to NaN values. Now similarly, fill NA will only fill the NaN values. अगर कहीं पे कुछ और treat करना है, then you need to use replace or some other command or a combination. But if you want to fill NaN values with a specific value, then dot fill NA is the command where you can give a a specific value and fill the NaN values. And again, this change is not permanent. You have to do in place is equals to true. Let's say I'm printing my DF again. You see, I still have the NaN values. Neither they were dropped, neither they are replaced, because I've not done in place is equals to true at any point. If I do that, let's say I'm doing in place is equals to true here, then my NaN values will be changed to anything for permanent. So मेरी NaN values हट जाएंगी, but I want to do much more of the commands. So I've not done in place is equals to true. I'm just showing different ways how we can do. So this was, you want to fill a NaN value with this specific keyword. Okay, are you done with this code? Anybody still doing wants to do a B? Okay, then moving on. Another way is you can use like specific column wise, which we call as data treatment. Now we have a NaN value in column A. I want key. Now column A is, see, always whenever we do data treatment, let's say column A is for age, column B is for gender, column C is for name. So you want, or let's say column C is for address or any other feature. So age can be treated by, you know, by the calculations or statistical inferences from that specific column only. तो किसी कॉलम की ट्रीटमेंट उसी कॉलम से डिराइव होगी, नॉट फ्रॉम अदर कॉलम्स. इट कैन बी बट यूजिंग अ कॉम्बिनेशन. बट जनरल टर्म्स में व्हेन यू कम अप विद मीन मीडियन रिप्लेसमेंट, तो उसी कॉलम से यू विल बी रिप्लेसिंग द वैल्यूज or filling the values. Now what I'm doing here, we had a NaN value in column A. I want to, you know, I want to treat this value. I don't want to drop it. I want to treat this value, or I want to fill this value. So I'm specifying my column name here, that is df, and the column name as A, and then again the command fill NA. And I want to fill with what? So I want to fill the column with the mean value. So dot mean, which we have done above. So dot mean kya karega? Let me just dot mean, the mean of this column is 6.5. When I run this command here, you see instead of NaN value what we have, 6.5. Again, this is not a permanent change, but this way you can treat the value. Similarly, you can treat the you can do mean as well. You can do standard deviation. Then you have the standard deviation here. Okay, how do you find out the sum? How do you find out? Okay, so in order to find out the NaN values, df dot is NA is the basic command. What it will give you? True, false, true, false. लेकिन you want column wise sum, तो last में हम क्या करेंगे? Dot sum. So it will give you column wise, that in column 1 we have one NaN value, in column B we have two NaN values, and in column C we do not have any NaN value. So is NA will give you a matrix of true, false. Where you will have a NaN value, will have a true. If you do not have a NaN value, you will have a false, just like this. But let's say this data frame is very huge. You have 15 columns and 10,000 rows. So in that case, you just cannot count true and false. So the best way is dot sum. So dot sum क्या करेगा? जैसे हमने पहले किया था ना, that complete. हाँ जी, एक बार रजत मैंने स्टार्ट कर दिया है, तब समझाते. डॉट सम ने क्या किया था लास्ट टाइम? what true is? What true is? 1. Ideally true क्या होता है? 1 होता है. False क्या होता है? 0. So dot sum will what it will do is it will take all these values, convert them. Backend में क्या करता है? It will convert them to integer and it will sum all these values. तो यहाँ पे we have only 1. यहाँ पे 2 true है. It means the sum is 1 plus 1 2. यहाँ पे सभी 0 है, so sum of all is 0. So when I run this command of dot sum, let me just erase these drawings. So when I say dot sum, so मेरा column wise sum हो जाएगा. True is 1 and false is 0. Now you see I've just gotten A में मेरी 1 missing value है, B में मेरी 2 missing values हैं, and C में मेरी 3 missing value. Sorry, 0 missing value है. ठीक है? So this is the command in order to check number of missing values. ठीक है? Now moving on to this mean. Okay, Rajat, give me a second. ठीक है? Now mean was, just let me remove it. See, if I do df bracket A and dot mean, तो ये क्या करेगा? मुझे कॉलम A का मीन देगा, करेक्ट? So what I'm doing here, जैसे fill any हमने क्या किया था? We did the missing value treatment using this keyword anything, but this is not an optimal way, just a way कि आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. But let's say you want to treat the missing value by the mean of the column. आप नहीं कुछ ऐसा डालना, you don't want to give any specific name or any specific value. You just want the mean here. So either way you can do is, let's say I'm giving it as M. So M क्या है मेरा? M will be now 6.5. Now I want to fill that wherever my NaN value is, fill that with M. And what is M? The mean of column A. When I do this, you see it's 6.5. मैंने क्या किया था? 2 स्टेप को एक स्टेप में कर दिया था. Here what we have done, we have find out the mean, then I've done a variable assignment and then I'm calling that variable here. मैंने क्या किया था? मैंने डायरेक्ट इसी चीज को ब्रैकेट्स में लिख दिया. So it was giving the same thing. आदित्य एवरी
so
कॉलम,
मैम
हाँ जी रजत,
so मैम 10 और 3 पहले से एग्जिस्ट कर रहा था।
हमारा डेटा फ्रेम क्या है, पहले उसमें 10 और 3 है ना। सी दिस इज अ डेटा फ्रेम,
वही
10 and
कंफ्यूजन
3 are already there. Only last was NaN value. तो इसमें
तो ये
सिर्फ लास्ट
13 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 6.5 आया था राइट। नैन को
Yeah.
कंसीडर ही नहीं करता।
NaN में वही है, नथिंग है, इट्स एम्प्टी, सो हाउ विल इट फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू, वैल्यू ही नहीं है।
तो डिवीजन में भी मतलब इसको इंक्लूड नहीं करेगा, बाय 2 ही होगा। 13 बाय 2 6.5 तो
अगर
इसको
कोई
कर
कोई
देगा।
वैल्यू है ही नहीं यहाँ पे, सी इट इज जस्ट ब्लैंक, ब्लैंक इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय दिस कीवर्ड NaN। तो ब्लैंक है, तो ब्लैंक में क्या ऐड करोगे, क्या सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे।
बट स्टिल ये इंडेक्स तो आई मीन ले ही रहे स्पेस थोड़ा, मतलब स्पेस
Yeah,
तो ले ही रहे इंडेक्स का।
yeah, it is there, but it is a blank value. There is nothing here. This is just an empty value, null value.
ओके मैम।
The representation is using this keyword NaN, but this is an empty value. This is an empty space, which is to be treated.
ओके मैम।
Okay. So Aditya, I'm saying, हर operation का it can be done. Say there are straightforward तरीका नहीं होगा तो घुमा फिरा के, using combination of multiple things, you can treat multiple columns together. But ideally, that approach should not be followed because हर column का, हर column represents a unique feature. As I told you, age is a unique feature, gender is a unique feature. तो हर column को एक तरह से treat नहीं कर सकते. So every column has its own way to get treated. एज का मीन कुछ होगा, जेंडर कॉलम में मीन मीडियन होगा नहीं, उसमें मोड जाएगा, सो डिफरेंट वेज।
एंड मैम अभी तो हम एक वैल्यू से रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं, सपोज हमारी
हाँ
टाइम
जी।
सीरीज, सपोज टाइम सीरीज वाला डेटा है और
टाइम
हमें
सीरीज हम मिसिंग वैल्यू ट्रीट नहीं करते, उसमें हम फॉरवर्ड फिल करते हैं या बैकवर्ड फिल करते हैं, उसमें हम मिसिंग वैल्यू हटाते ही नहीं है, सॉरी ट्रीट ही नहीं करते टाइम सीरीज में।
ओके
उसमें वी जनरली ड्रॉप इट और वी डू फॉरवर्ड फिल और बैकवर्ड फिल, बस। अदरवाइज अगर आपको कोई ऐसे सिनेरियो है भी कि आपको यू गोट टू नो द इंडेक्सेस, कि आपको इंडेक्स पता है कि आपके इंडेक्स 5 पे, इंडेक्स 10 पे, इंडेक्स 25 एंड इंडेक्स 30 पे मिसिंग वैल्यूज है, एंड उन स्पेसिफिक इंडेक्सेस पे आपको वैल्यूज डालनी है, देन देयर इज अ वे यूजिंग देन स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड कमांड नहीं है, यूजिंग iloc, यूजिंग log iloc, एंड यू हैव टू स्पेसिफिकली आपको वैल्यू असाइन करनी पड़ेगी, बट देयर इज नो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड कमांड, यू हैव टू यूज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ मल्टीपल थिंग्स। क्या आदित्य?
प्लीज।
नहीं निष्कर्ष, दैट वाज अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन कि कैसे होगा। ओके गगन, I'll send it. ठीक है, so any confusion so far, any doubt? आज की क्लास में is anyone having any doubt, any questions? Okay then, so we'll start from here only, and
आज की क्लास का कोडिंग भेज दोगे आप?
ठीक है, मैं सेंड कर दूंगी।
एक्चुअली मैं मोबाइल से चला रहा था तो प्रॉपर कर नहीं पाया।
I'll send it, no problem. ठीक है,
थैंक यू।
okay, thank you everybody, thank you, have a good night. So who is the organizer today, Karan or Alok sir? हाँ जी, Karan, we are done with today's session.
ओके मैम।
हाँ जी संचित, हमने एक्चुअली इसी फाइल में से लास्ट क्लास भी किया था, so I'll send it to everybody. ठीक है, okay then, thank you everybody, thank you. So Karan, we are done with today's session. Thank you, आपका भी बहुत बहुत।
ओके मैम, गुड नाइट।
Okay, bye everybody.